Hello, you beautiful people, and welcome to this video of In a Smart Home, the Walls Can Talk. What would your walls say about you? Technology has been getting very Black Mirror recently. I mean, the Neuralink is onto human testing, so I can't wait for them to start playing advertisements in my dreams. This nightmare is brought to you by Pepsi Cola. Buy 3 cases and we might actually give you a nice dream. AI video has started to get really good. There was that whole thing about a time traveler going around destroying memes. It's terrifying. In like a year, we'll be put on trial for a crime we didn't commit with a perfectly AI-generated security footage as the only piece of evidence. And what better way to showcase our over-reliance on technology? Yes, I know I'm trying to be a YouTuber, I do understand the irony, but the best way of showing our over-reliance on technology is by looking at smart houses. Not the 1999 Disney Channel movie Smart House, but an incredibly expensive house in Colorado. And I mean $18.9 million expensive. For $18.9 million, I'd expect my house to be able to transform into a mech and fight Godzilla. I have no frame of reference for how expensive that would be. So let's take a look at the house.
Here in the center of the island, we have the oversized deep set sink, and check out this faucet. This is a 360-degree swiveling faucet head. I mean, it just drives home that feeling of that modern smart home.
Oh. Well, that's anticlimactic. The first piece of technology we see in this house is a twisty tap. How many scenarios would you need a tap that fires water directly into the air? It just reminds me of those sinks in science classrooms for spraying your eyes in case you get acid in them. Which, at that point, you're kind of already screwed, right? If acid gets into your eyes, how long do you realistically have before they melt inside of your skull like Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Is a fully automated hydraulic car lift, and now the car will slide all the way up to the left. Now your sports car is fully out of the way and all the space in the garage is maximized, so now you can fit 2 cars in here if you wanted. I've never seen this.
Okay, that is pretty sick. Until you think about the logistics of actually getting that second car in there. You're telling me that with all of this technology, the entire selling point of the house being how easy and seamless all the inbuilt technology makes your life, and you'd still have to get in the first car, park it up, get back out, go back inside, wait for the thing to move, get in that car, drive it out, park it up, get it back into the other car, drive that into the garage, close it, come back out, and then drive off. And then when you come back, you have to do it all over again just to get the car back into the same spot. It just doesn't seem very practical to me. Plus, garages are usually used for storage for a lot of stuff, and you can't really do that if there's a moving platform ready to crush anything in its path to dust. Does it even have a safety system, or would it evaporate my ankle if I accidentally got in its way?
This is a biometric finger scanning door unlocking system.
Fingerprint lock on the door is pretty cool. I've seen some houses that you can unlock with like a chip in your hand, which is pretty cool. But if anybody tried to break into your house, I'd rather they take my keys instead of my hand.
We actually have a built-in hidden TV in the mirror. So if you want to watch TV while you're getting ready looking at yourself, you have that option.
Why though? I like how even the guy giving the tour isn't quite sure what to say about it. He's just like, yeah, there's a TV in here, so if you ever want to watch TV, it's here. Are people really that desperate to watch Skibidi Toilet that they need a hidden TV to watch it while they take a skibidi shit? Which is getting a Michael Bay movie, by the way. Why?
Top of the line automated Toto toilets. These toilets will do pretty much everything and anything.
Alright, he really doesn't go into much detail here, and I have no idea what the features of an automated toilet even are. I just thought that all they needed to do was flush. So let's have a look. There's an automatic flush, which is useless, an automatic seat, which is useless, a night light. That one I can obviously see the use for, but you already have a light in there, so it's still pretty pointless. Multiple cleaning modes. Okay, this is what I was curious about, because we're already at the point where rich people don't have to wipe their own booty hole anymore. Well, that's actually always been a thing. Henry VIII had a group of guys called the Grooms of the Stool. The title is a lot cooler than the actual job. Many smart toilets offer multiple cleaning modes, including rear wash, front wash, and massage wash. You can adjust wash positions and change the temperature of the water to ensure thorough cleaning. Sounds tasty. But also pretty useless because we've already invented something that works perfectly fine. The sponge on a stick. And if anybody says anything about how I should be okay with water cleaning modes because it's more sanitary, that just tells me that you don't know how to wipe your ass properly and wash your hands. An air dryer, which is only useful if you have the useless cleaning modes. Self-cleaning, okay. That is the first 100% useful feature of this smart toilet, which is something that is sadly completely overshadowed by this next feature, a built-in speaker. And this one I actually agree with, because if you blast music through that loud enough while you're on it, the vibrations will just force it out. We've ended up going down a pretty weird and gross direction that I never expected this video to go down, so let's move on. We're gonna look at another house now, because honestly, for $19 million, that last one was pretty disappointing.
So as soon as we press the doorbell, we kind of can control the lighting in the house, or we can kind of
Listen to that. Here's Nintendo.
play different sounds, whatever sound you'd like through the speakers.
That's kind of cool, but that wasn't the doorbell. The doorbell went, and then 5 seconds later, the Zelda chest opening sound effect played.
As soon as we press the doorbell, we kind of can control the lighting in the house, or we can...
So do they hear the doorbell and have to sprint over to the front door within 5 seconds in order to open it in perfect timing with the sound?
On our front door, we do not have anywhere for a key. The lock is actually a touch screen that you can touch, put in your code, whatever it is, unlock it.
No key and just the number code. My brain would not be okay with that. I'm terrible with codes. I can't remember them very well, and that's why I use the same code for like pretty much everything, which is really stupid, I know, but that's why I would avoid a number lock on my door more than anything. If someone gets that one code, they get access to my phone, channels with swearing on my Skybox in 2010, and now my house. What if someone guesses that code and gets into my Neuralink? Now they have my brain.
This one's one of my favorites right here. It's called Living Romance. Boom, the fireplace just turned on. Clint wanted to put some like saxophone music on when that does that. And
Like, bow chicka wow.
I kind of vetoed that.
Holy shit, that stuff is real? I thought buttons that turned on fireplaces and made everything sexy was just in movies. That's actually really cool, I like that. I never use it, but having the option of a sexy button is amazing.
Our faucet and how we can just say, Alexa, ask Kohler to pour 1 cup of water.
Okay, here's Kohler please. Dispensing.
So now we're too lazy to turn on a tap and work out how much water we want? What if I get a cup that's too small for what Alexa thinks is a cup of water? Now I have water everywhere. Thanks, Jeff Bezos. Why don't you just go back to space and work out how much a cup of water is?
Do you know what all of this stuff does?
Oh yeah.
This looks like something that belongs inside of a business.
A lot of it does. A lot of it is commercial grade. We kind of took a little more commercial grade approach on this.
Jesus Christ, how much did it cost? And how long did it take to install all of this? He's got a full business server mainframe for his house. I would love that. I'd have absolutely no idea what any of it means, but being able to go in and check out the server room of your house sounds pretty fun. And they say that those amplifiers are actually controlling around 180 speakers throughout the house. If every room had at least 4 speakers, so 1 in every corner, that would be a minimum of 45 rooms. What can even be in that many rooms? This dude is definitely hiding a goon cave somewhere.
So in the shower, we have those 2 speakers right there.
Yeah.
We were just talking about it. Don't you think this room could use a subwoofer?
No! Clint!
Yeah.
I've said no like 5 times! It doesn't need a subwoofer.
We just went up-
It's just so not needed though. It sounds great.
He already has 2 speakers in there, but he just can't go on living without a subwoofer in the middle. Even his wife is telling him to stop with the speakers. Nothing can stand in the way of his insatiable desire for more speakers. He won't stop until he has a room made entirely of speakers. And as soon as you press play, your eardrums just immediately burn.
What if something goes wrong with the tile?
This is a shower for 3, not for 2.
It's for what?
He's talking about speakers, not people.
Yeah, that dude definitely wasn't hinting at something super fucking weird and unprofessional. Yeah, I can install a 40-second speaker in here, but you know, there's actually room enough in here for 3. Yes, we know, you tell us every week, and for the last time, you can't take a shower with us. What? No, I was talking about how you can easily fit 3 more speakers up there, get it all to a solid 45 speaker setup. It will scramble your brain though. Oh my god, no, I'm sorry. I thought you meant, well, if you insist. No!
We had hidden speakers inside of our wall. This wall looks totally normal. On this side, beautiful sheetrock. There is one thing down here. There's a big slit in the wall right here. And then you just have music.
Oh, there's even speakers in the walls. There's load-bearing speakers throughout this entire building. Surely that takes away from the audio quality though. Or are the walls just ridiculously thin? Either way, the setup of wires and stuff throughout this guy's house must be ridiculous. Imagine being the dude that has to sort out the cable management for all this shit. God, I'm old. This guy has a house made of speakers, And I'm thinking about the cable management.
OLED TV, the wallpaper TV inside of here. We have the Select Series true audio speakers on here, right there. And then we have 2 giant subwoofers. Have this 5-channel setup with all the speakers, because we even have a bunch of speakers up here all along the walls.
Even in the movie room, he's managed to squeeze 4 speakers and 2 subwoofers, because of course there's some in the walls. That's so overkill, it's ridiculous. Imagine how brutal any action movie would be. One explosion and the sound waves are ripping your face off. And those cost $5,000 each.
These are $5,000 subwoofers.
Which really starts to put into perspective how expensive all of this really is. Especially if he's able to just casually drop $10,000 on 2 unnecessary additions to his movie room.
I think we need to find a fun way to break this thing. I gotta break inside of this speaker and see what's inside of it.
Oh, he's one of those guys. We already know that he had way too much money, but now that I know he's a guy who buys expensive stuff just to break it and get inside and see how it works, even though everything that expensive already has schematics and stuff that show you exactly what is inside and how it all works anyway, he could just donate me one. Please.
And it will follow us all the way to the end of the driveway, and it has face tracking software that will zoom in on people if we ever need to potentially identify somebody.
Okay, that's insane. Security cameras that recognize and zoom in on people's faces for identification is dystopian as fuck. It's also wild to think that this dude has these incredibly advanced security cameras, while banks and businesses still have cameras that look like they're trying to capture Bigfoot. But I guess if I had the world's supply of speakers built into my house, I'd want top-notch security as well. But that's all the rich people shenanigans I can be bothered with today. Smart houses are cool, even if 90% of the features are things we can just easily do ourselves. Except for the sexy button. I mean, that's been cool since the 60s. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers, and it really does mean a lot to me. And when we do hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a live stream where every time I die on Elden Ring, I have to take a shot. And if you do subscribe, then when I get money, I will jump over a car on a go-kart. Have a great day.